Alright, this thing has been really hard to make, so let's just get it over already. Alright, so Hamlet, this play basically just starts out with a bunch of guardsmen sitting outside the castle one night when all of a sudden a ghost appears. Now, in Elizabethan English, this probably sounds really eloquent and fancy, but basically what they said translates into, a ghost, throw a stick at it, which they do, and it's not very successful considering that it's a ghost and it doesn't exactly get hurt by sticks. So their decision is that, well, this ghost kind of looks like our dead King Hamlet, so I better find his son, Hamlet, to talk to Hamlet. This is where it gets confusing, because Hamlet tells Hamlet who killed Hamlet, so that Hamlet can kill the guy who killed Hamlet. That makes my head hurt. So, to boil it down, the father tells the son that the son's uncle killed the father. Makes sense, right? So the father basically sends the son, Hamlet, on a mission to, well, fuck his shit up. Now, if I wrote this play, Hamlet would have done the smart thing and gone all this guy on Claudius right off the bat, because, you know, I don't like writing plays, and this play would have lasted like 2 scenes. But in the meantime, Hamlet decides, no, I'm not going to go kill the king. First thing I'm going to do is just show up my girlfriend's bedroom, half naked, and just start sighing everywhere, because that solves problems. The next thing that happens is Polonius, Ophelia's father, and also an advisor to the king, starts really kissing ass to Claudius, because, well, what's better than being good with a king? So anyway, they start to suspect that Hamlet is going mad because, well, they've cut off his contact to Ophelia. Polonius suspects that it's because he's lovesick, but the king, Claudius, suspects that Hamlet is starting to catch on to the fact that Claudius did, in fact, murder his father. Now, this proves problematic for Claudius because, well, if the father's son knows that you killed his father, then it's not going to end well for you. So, Claudius starts taking measures, as in spying, lying, manipulating members of the court, just so that he can keep tabs on Hamlet. Spying and deceiving is working out all fine and dandy for Claudius up until the point that he sends Polonius on a mission to spy on Hamlet while he has a rather intimate conversation with his mother, Gertrude. In this conversation with Gertrude and Hamlet, Polonius is found out by Hamlet, who stabs him through the tapestry that Polonius happens to be hiding behind. With Polonius now dead, that drives Ophelia to the point of insanity, and, you know, she's just making flowers by a stream like everybody else does, and then falls in and dies. That was pretty bad Shakespeare. You should probably come up with a better death. But, in the meantime, Laertes, Polonius' son, returns from France where he was currently studying. Laertes, however, doesn't decide to take the Hamlet route. Instead, he marches straight into the throne room where Claudius is, a little bit like this guy, because, actually, you know what? Laertes in Kenneth Branagh's Hamlet looks like a card, so from now on, Laertes will be played by Master Chief. Now, before Laertes can just go and off Hamlet, he is intercepted by the king. After his interception, the king and Laertes decide that their evil master plan is to have Laertes challenge Hamlet to a fencing duel so that he may regain his honor in the Danish court by means of the duel. But the more evil plan aspect of it is that the blunted sword that Laertes would use for the duel is going to be sharpened and dipped in poison, so that if Laertes scores a hit on Hamlet, Hamlet will be poisoned and will die. If that was to fail, then the drink that the winner would drink from will also be poisoned, so that Hamlet will die. The plan seems to be going well, all up until the point that after one of the rounds where Hamlet wins, he's supposed to take a drink from this cup. But instead of Hamlet drinking from the cup, Gertrude does. And dying, she says, "I am poisoned." After Gertrude's death, Laertes manages to score a hit on Hamlet. After he scores his hit, there is a brief scuffle and Hamlet manages to gain control of Laertes' sword, injuring him. Laertes, realizing that he has been taken by his own trick, shouts out, basically what translates into, "Ah, damn, you killed me." It was his idea, pointing at Claudius. Now that both Laertes and Gertrude are dead, Hamlet decides to go and take some Assassin's Creed action and stab Claudius right in the chest with his poisoned sword, while also dumping the poison drink onto his face, thereby killing him. Hamlet tells his aide, Horatio, who is standing nearby during the duel, to tell his story to any and all who happen to come across him. The leader of Denmark's rivals, Norway, shows up. This man's name is Fortinbras, and for lack of artistic skills, he's just going to be the Dragonborn. But anyway, Fortinbras, supposedly overcome with grief, just kind of goes, well, somebody left their Denmark here. It'd be a shame if somebody was to just take it. And that's how the play ends. Just it. ends with Norway taking over Denmark. That's just it. Everybody dies at the end. Everybody is dead. This is a horrible, horrible story. I'm sad now.
Shining oil, this night is dripping down. Stars are slipping down, glistening, and I'm trying not to think what I'm leaving now. No deceiving now, it's time you let me know. Let me know. When the lights go out and we open our eyes, out there in the silence, I'll be gone. I'll be gone. Let the sun fade out and another one rise, climbing through tomorrow. I'll be gone. I'll be gone. This air between us is getting thinner now, into winter now. Bittersweet and cross that